Maryland Sports Radio Network, a division of Playfly Sports. Talking Terps with
Hey, I'm Mighty Meals. I'm healthy.
Partners.
Window Nation, the official replacement window company of the Maryland Terrapins. CQ, the official banking partner of the Maryland Terrapins. The University of Maryland Medical System. For better treatments, better outcomes, that's a better state of care. Learn more at umms.org/better. Toyota. It's time to go Toyota with legendary safety and reliability. Toyota. Let's go places.
Here's your host, Johnny Holiday, with Coach Mike Locksley.
And welcome, everybody. Happy to have you with us tonight on a Thursday night from Grill Marks in College Park on Baltimore Avenue, Route 1. Happy to have you alongside head coach for the Maryland Terrapins, Michael Locksley. And this is our signing day special. And yesterday, Coach, you had a chance to nail down 20 guys, and they're from all different kind of states, ESPN 300 guys. You've got the four-star signees. You got high school success guys. You got 11 players from the state of Maryland. You got Kentucky, Pennsylvania, Texas, Florida, Virginia, all represented. You got some guys to enroll early, and everybody's really excited about this class.
Yeah, and again, after a tough, long year, to be able to, hit 100%, when you have the type of season that we had with this type of recruiting class, there's always the fear that, maybe because of the outcomes, but this is what I really liked about this class. And if you have followed us recruiting them over the years, these guys knew and kind of understand what we're doing. We've done a great job of communicating exactly where we are as a program and what role this class will have. And I've used the word elevate when I talk about this signing class, because the classes prior to this have left a really strong foundation for our program. And I always say they left a runway for this class to build on. And, when you look at this class, here's what I like about them. They're winners. 4 guys have already won some state championships. I think 6 others are still competing. We've got guys out of the DMV, which is for us, we're going to take care of our home base first. And then because of the strength of our conference, which is a national conference, we'll do a great job of using our national brand as well. But to get 14 guys out of the DMV area, and the one area that you'll see we've had success the last couple of years is down in the Tidewater area, and to go get Jalen Gilchrist from down there. A year ago, we got Trey Reddick from down that area. And then we've added Christian Martin, the quarterback, a year ago. And then this year, Messiah Delhome, the safety. Latrell Scott and the group effort has really gone into being able to get down into that 757 area code that a lot of people have built their programs on. And we've now found a way to get a couple of guys from out of there, which keeps them out of our backyard. And,
sure.
And we've done a great job here locally with just making sure we've been really consistent with how we've recruited these local guys.
And so many of these guys you've been on for some years, because recruiting today is not like it was when you started coaching some years ago.
Yeah.
What's the selling point, Coach, when you go after a kid and say, we want you at Maryland, we need you at Maryland, you're going to do this, you're going to do that?
I mean, I think the big thing is the relationship. I mean, selling is relationships. And it's funny because I saw Myron Flowers, who's a local trainer here, who's trained the likes of Stephon Diggs and Vernon Davis and a bunch of these guys that have played for me. And Myron and I over the years have become like brothers. But I can remember he put a video out, which I totally forgot about it, and I apologize for cursing on the video as well. But I offered Bryce Jenkins. I offered Bryce Jenkins as an 8th grader, and he had a FaceTime video of me talking to Bryce Jenkins when he was playing for White Oak, which is a youth football team. And here I am talking to him about offering an 8th grader a scholarship. And then 4 years later, Bryce Jenkins is a 4-star, has every school in the country recruiting him, and he decides to stay home and help us continue this build here. And, to see that vision come to fruition. And it's what I keep talking about. This class is a little different, a little special in that they made decisions to come here even when things probably weren't at their best.
Let's take a look now. When you look at the 20 signees, the class ranked, ESPN ranks at number 21. 247 Sports ranks at 25. Rivals ranks at 31. 4-star signees, Delhome, Jalen Gilchrist, Iverson Howard,
the Rocket,
Bryce Jenkins, and C.J. Smith, and Zamir Smith, and one of the big names, of course, is quarterback Malik Washington. He played for Kyle Schmidt over there at Archbishop Spalding High School. And what a find that is to keep this kid committed and signing to come to play for you.
Yeah, and anybody that has had a chance to meet Malik personally, you understand that he's different. Like, and one of his favorite terms is he likes being different. He can sing Michael Jackson. He can sing Hootie and the Blowfish. He can rap like Rod. He is just one of those guys that can do it all. And his versatility as a person is the same thing, I think, that makes him really special as a quarterback. A guy we earmarked very early. He was an 8th grader. I can remember he was with the Maryland Heat. And, just coming back in here and knowing that we had to do a great job of grassroots efforts in terms of just making our brand and our name back out here locally. And I can remember, going to see Kyle as a 9th when Malik was in 9th grade and him telling me, hey, I got a really special kid. And he beat a bunch of the top high schools for him. Because when you look at how Archbishop Spalding has built their program, they're very similar to what we've embarked on here. And it's not surprising a Terp is leading the charge there, and Kyle Schmidt, who has won back-to-back championships over there.
And played at Maryland.
Played here at Maryland and had great success here as a player when I was here back in the early 2000s.
And two of Malik's teammates are coming here, too. Ships is coming, and so is Delmar White.
Yeah, Delmar White, the big D tackle, big-time wrestler. He committed and signed on yesterday, as well as Jaden Ships, who very similar skill set to what I talk about Glenn Miller being that Swiss Army knife. Ships is one of those guys that has the ability to play with his length and the slot. He can play as a safety, has a corner skill set. So, to be able to sign 3 guys from one team, and we've done that before here. If you think about the friendship team that had Jermaine Carter and had Derwin Gray and Savion and that whole crew, those guys are used to winning. They're used to playing together. They bring that same DNA that they put together down there at Archbishop Spalding, and they're all very talented players. And again, when you look at how we've recruited the high school ranks, we're going to have a mixture of high school. And this year you'll see us when the portal opens up Monday, you'll see us very active and being very intentional with the pieces we bring out of the portal to help supplement and grow these guys, as well as those young guys that took some of their lumps this year.
And Coach, when you talk about Malik Washington, I didn't realize he's 6'4". He's a big kid.
Dude. He's not a little
He plays
guy.
basketball, played basketball as well. But what he's done for Spalding, a top 10 national ranking, first quarterback in league history to win 3 consecutive MIAA titles, the all-time passing leader in MIAA history now, 20-0 in conference play. He completes 63% of his passes, over almost 2,000 yards, 22 passing touchdowns. He ran for 8 in his senior season.
Yeah.
He's going to be here early too, isn't he?
Yeah, he'll be an early grad, one of the first early grads out of Spalding. And again, the Spalding administration has been very gracious to us by being able for Malik to get up here early. And here's the great thing about it. You talk about those stats he had. He didn't play very many second halves. He and I every Sunday had a ritual where we would watch his game and then watch my games to our game and critique and show him what happened or what things we did well as what he did well. And he was out by halftime in most of his games.
Because they're so far ahead.
Exactly.
We're talking to Maryland's head football coach, Michael Loxley, our signing day special from Grill Marks in College Park, all brought to you by Window Nation, the official window replacement company of the Maryland Terrapins. Every sack to give back this year, the Terrapins made this season very special. Food Line Feeds donated 1,000 meals to feed the neighbors in need right here in College Park. More of our signing day special coming up in just a couple of minutes on the Maryland Sports Radio Network.
Sunday.
Just gotta steam it, babe.
Time to suit up.
Like half zipped, kind of quarter zipped guy.
Sacrifice your lawn and your skin's ability to breathe.
Does that look cheater looking?
No, it's full jag.
Easy, Chief. Let your razzle-dazzle on the field, the barn, or your best friend's nuptials.
So the Buffalo Bills, guys.
No matter how hard you football,
Stuck zipper here.
it's easy to Sunday.
Morgans won big today with Window Nation. Let's check in and hear what they have to say.
How do you feel now that you've finally replaced your old drafty windows with these beautiful custom fit windows?
We're loving the look of our new windows.
We paid way less than we thought we would.
And no more cold winter drafts or crazy summer AC bills.
Sounds like a win to me.
That wraps it up for the Morgans. Next up, your family. Hey, Washington, D.C., get your free estimate today. Plus, buy 2 windows and get 2 free. Visit GetWindowNation.com.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
A legacy is earned with generations of proven reliability, standing tall through the test of time, leading, innovating to build the best vehicles with the best value. Because the greatest memories begin with the journey.
This is my legacy.
Toyota, let's go places.
As muscles tense and hearts pound, as bodies are pushed to the extreme, there's a health system here to help everyone stay in the game. University of Maryland Medical System, for pro athletes and devoted amateurs, for those on the sidelines and those making a comeback. We have more experts and more innovation so you can experience every moment. That's a better state of care. University of Maryland Medical System.
Window Nation is on the Morgans' home turf to huddle up about replacing their drafty old windows.
This free estimate is showing how easy it is to tackle the problem.
We can get any of these windows custom made.
Yes, you can get the quality and style you really want.
And at a more affordable price than they ever imagined.
Now that they've sealed the deal, they'll be saving money year-round.
We're really confident with Window Nation.
Hey, Washington, D.C., get your free estimate today. Plus, buy 2 windows and get 2 free. Visit GetWindowNation.com.
That's what I like.
Yeah. You're listening to Maryland Sports on the Maryland Sports Radio Network.
Edwards sets up, fires in the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
And now back to Johnny Holiday and Coach Loxley.
And Window Nation is going to help you beat the cold weather this winter. They offer you 2 free windows for every 2 that you buy. Plus, you get a house of windows for as low as $2 a day. 866-90-NATION. Or visit windownation.com. The Terps have got 11 guys from the state of Maryland coming in, 10 of the top 50 players in the state, 2 of the top 10 players in the state, and from Florida and Virginia, 3 each, 2 of the top 7 players from Virginia, Kentucky, Pennsylvania, and Texas, 1 each. When you go back to Malik Washington, you talk about a U.S. Army All-American selection, U.S. Navy All-American selection, all-time passing leader, 65% completion rate, Elite 11 finalist, the top 50 ranked record in the nation, consensus 4-star recruit. This guy's got everything written over him that spells success as a quarterback.
Yeah, he does. And he's one of those guys, you know, you see all the All-American accolades that he's received. But, you know, this guy, he does so much community service. I know he's the last 3 years put on all types of community service events where he's partnered in his local area and done things and gives back quite a bit. You make a lot about his ability as a winner, but here's a guy that excelled in basketball, could very easily be a basketball, a Division I basketball player. I've had a chance over the 4 years to go watch him play, and you know he's 6'4", he's about 220, 225 maybe. Is a scorer on the basketball.
Is he playing this year for Spalding?
He's going to be here early.
Okay, he's not playing
so his basketball coach is.
Hey, Kyle, we got news for you.
Well, his basketball coach probably not real happy about
there
that
you
because they've won in basketball really well as well. But he'll be here in January, and we're excited to be able to get him started. He'll come in at a time which is probably one of the toughest parts of our program when we do our off-season conditioning. But you look at the thing that jumped out to me is he went out as an Elite 11 finalist. All right, this is the top 11 quarterbacks. I think it's 15, but they go Elite 11. And he's a guy that jumped out there and really stood out. And that's kind of where he had his coming out party as a national guy. And we battled down to the wire because people never stopped recruiting him, and he has been steadfast.
Everybody's on him.
Everybody was, and he's been steadfast that he wants to be here to help us compete to win Big Ten championships, would allow us to get to the playoffs.
Coach, when you get a prospect like this, a guy that's got everything success written all about him, and how do you handle a guy like this who's had success at the high school level? It's a big jump from high school to college.
It is. And for me, it starts with the communication. You know, like I told you, we watch every Sunday. We watch our games. And now you know how tough some of these were to watch. But because of his football IQ and his intelligence, I'm able to talk to him and say, hey, look, this is the play. Here's what's happened on this play. These are the things that got to get corrected. And so we didn't just recruit him, but we also showed him every Sunday, because as you know, in recruiting, every loss we took, there was somebody calling his phone saying, hey, you don't want to go to Maryland. But then, you know, having the ability to show him exactly what is going on really helped us solidify and create a strong relationship, because he has a great understanding of our system from just spending time watching film.
When you mentioned Calvert Hall, a tradition of a great football school, good basketball school, good academic school, and you mentioned the name Taggart, immediately you think about Willie Taggart, the current Baltimore Ravens running back coach. Well, his son, you got his son to come here from Calvert Hall as a tight end.
We did, you know, JT, and I've known JT a long time. You know, Willie and I relationship goes back. I almost took the job as his offensive coordinator at Florida State when he was the head coach there. And over the years, he's a Tampa guy because of his time at South Florida. We really got to know each other, and Willie's one of those guys that's been a great offensive mind, former head coach at Oregon, former head coach at Western Kentucky, former head coach at South Florida, and had great success. And, you know, he's up there with our Ravens now, coaching the running backs. And so JT moved here and has been up at Calvert Hall, where Coach Ward has done a tremendous job of his development. Kind of was a tweener, whether or not he'd be a receiver or a tight end. And, you know, very similar recruiting to the way we looked at Corey Dyches, except this guy's 6'5". You know, he's not a 6'2" guy. He's a 6'5", 220-pound guy that if he's able to continue to put the size on, which we think he has that ability, and Ryan Davis and our strength coach and our staff really feel he's a guy that we could put size on. If he keeps that athleticism, he will be a matchup problem for people.
Hey, we're going to talk to JT a little bit later on, as we will talk to Malik Washington as the show progresses. We're going to take a break. We'll come back and continue more with our signing day special with Maryland's head football coach Michael Locksley from Grill Marks in College Park on the Maryland Sports Radio Network.
Hey, I'm Mighty Meals. I'm healthy, convenient, and won't break the bank. But my best quality is I'm delicious. And unlike those other meal prep services, I'm made with locally sourced ingredients and prepared by real chefs. How else do you think I'm able to look this good? Just visit my website. I've got over 100 delicious options to choose from. Select your favorites and I get made just for you. Then my driver picks me up and brings me right to your door. But don't get me wrong, I'm not high maintenance. Just throw me in the microwave for 2 minutes and voila, I'm ready to be enjoyed. If you're looking for a fresh and delicious start, I'm your match.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in the clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app online or in club and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Hey, I'm Mighty Meals. I'm healthy, convenient, and won't break the bank. But my best quality is I'm delicious. And unlike those other meal prep services, I'm made with locally sourced ingredients and prepared by real chefs. How else do you think I'm able to look this good? Just visit my website. I've got over 100 delicious options to choose from. Select your favorites and I get made just for you. Then my driver picks me up and brings me right to your door. But don't get me wrong, I'm not high maintenance. Just throw me in the microwave for 2 minutes and voila, I'm ready to be enjoyed. If you're looking for a fresh and delicious start, I'm your match.
as muscles tense and hearts pound, as bodies are pushed to the extreme. There's a health system here to help everyone stay in the game. University of Maryland Medical System, for pro athletes and devoted amateurs, for those on the sidelines and those making a comeback. We have more experts and more innovation so you can experience every moment. That's a better state of care. University of Maryland Medical System.
You're listening to the Maryland Sports Radio Network.
At the 30, Ray will go all the way. Looking for one block. At the 5, in the end zone for the touchdown.
Now back to Talkin Terps with Johnny Holiday and Coach Mike Loxley.
One of our interviews tonight is brought to you by CQ, the official banking partner of the Maryland Terrapins. And first up, of the recruits that were signed yesterday by head coach Michael Loxley will be Malik Washington. Grew up in Glen Burnie, Maryland, went to Archbishop Spalding. He played for Kyle Schmidt, former Terrapin up there at Spalding, and one of 3 guys coming to Maryland from Spalding. And Malik, you were at the basketball game last night. They introduced you to the crowd, and you got a thunderous standing ovation. How'd that make you feel?
It felt great. The Terp family is one big family. I just felt all the love.
Yeah. Hey, you played for a great coach up there at Spalding, a former Maryland guy, Kyle Schmidt. What'd you learn from him?
So much. Coach Smith taught me so much over these past 4 years that, I can never really repay him for, all the lessons from on the field to off the field to how I carry myself as a man and as a leader. I just really appreciate all that he's done for me.
Malik, I tell you what, so I was just bragging about all the community service things and how active you've been in giving back to the community, but we're interrupting something that's pretty special to you. Tell us where you are right now.
Yeah, my little sister had a dance show at her school, so I came up here, to watch and support because she comes to every one of my games, and she'll be at all the rest of my games for as long as she can be. So I got to get out here and support her and what she does.
You're at the dance recital for your little sister, man.
That's great. That's great.
Talk a little bit. Let's talk recruiting because there's a lot of myths out there in recruiting. I started recruiting you in 8th grade, and I can remember talking to Kyle about you and saying, hey, this will be the guy that we're going to target to be our quarterback. And for, I know, at least 3 years, you and I have really spent a lot of time together. But why Maryland?
It felt like home, Coach. It always felt like home. Being around just the people up there, like I'm big on, how people make me feel, not just, the stuff on the field. I feel like off the field carries so much more because it's a place that I have to wake up every day and be. So why would I want to be somewhere where I can't relate to the people around me who don't come from where I come from or, act how I act or look how I look? Like, it just helps so much more that everybody around there is really like one big family.
You had so many people after you, Malik. You could have gone anywhere in the country. Everybody's trying to give you a sales job of why you should play for them, why you should play for their school. But there is something special about staying home. It's a perfect example. If you're at your sister's recital tonight, and I'm sure family means so much to you to have all the family, all of your friends and fans come watch you play at Maryland.
Yeah, it was a huge part. I'm really, like you said, I'm really big on family. And I always believed in Coach's message, I've heard a lot of sales pitches. When you get around enough, everything kind of sounds the same. But whenever me and Coach had talked, it always felt, different because I felt like he was speaking to me genuinely and not just talking to me as, a coach talking to a recruit.
When you talk about recruiting pitches, all right, let's dispel some myths. Have you ever been promised to be the starting quarterback here?
No. Always something I had to work towards.
You have to work. All right, here's the next recruiting myth. What was the best? You were recruited here for 3 years. What was the best recruiting function or what kind of showed you who we were as a football family? And you think about the 3 years we recruited you. What was the most fun you had throughout the process?
Coming up to practice, I feel like that's when everything's the most genuine. And being up there and the vibe that I got, from being at practice, how guys competed but still have fun with one another, that made me really realize, like, yeah, this is the place I want to be.
Malik, we were talking earlier about your team this year. There weren't a lot of games you played the entire game because you guys were up by such a big margin at halftime. You only had to play half the games, right?
Yeah, it was definitely something crazy defense that we had. It was just a great year. The team gelled really well together. We executed on all cylinders, and we dominated in the way that we wanted to. But that was the standard. The standard was winning games. So now we had to elevate it somehow, and it was winning without letting people score or winning in dominant fashion. That's how we just keep pushing forward.
How about tell me something about you, Malik, that fans would be surprised to hear about you that they may not know. They know all about your football ability. How about something that would surprise them?
I like to read. I like to read a lot, actually. I'm a pretty big reader.
Hope you can read coverages.
Yeah, hope you can. Can you read coverages, Malik?
Oh, he can read coverages. We spend every Sunday going through coverages, don't we, Malik?
Hey, I got a good book for you. Called From Rock to Jock. Okay.
From Rock to Jock.
Rock to Jock. Look it up. Okay. I'll have the author sign it for you personally.
I'll give you another book. I'll give you another book. Carry wood, chop water. Michael Hershey, Michael Hershey, my offensive center. So I'll tell you the type of team we have. I've been doing end of the year meetings, and as I meet with Michael Hershey, and he knows I'm a big reader like Malik. Very few players give head coaches gifts. Michael Hershey gave me a book called Carry Water, Chop Wood, and he has all these little yellow sticky notes. And he said, Coach, you told a story after practice about a carpenter building a house. He said it was in this book here as well. And he says, I thought you would like this book. And Michael Hershey gives me a book. So I'll let you read it after I'm done, Malik. Since I'll be home for Christmas, I'll spend time reading that book as punishment.
Yeah. So.
We've talked about all the things you've done. What area do you think that you have to improve upon most to get to the next level?
I think it's really the mental side. As you get older, the game kind of speeds up, and one way to help slow it down is understanding, what might happen before the play. And me and Coach, having those conversations on Sundays has kind of helped me see things in the way that he sees things from being around the game so long. And it's helped me out, tremendously. So I think that's one aspect I want to work on is just the mental side of the game.
Who are you most excited about playing with, Malik? And when you look at this class you're coming in with, what player? And I know I know for a fact because we were hip to hip recruiting a bunch of these guys together. But who are you most excited about coming in with in this class with you?
That's a tough one because a lot of these dudes I've either already played with or played against. I would probably have to say Jalen Gilchrist.
All right, protection.
I think Jalen. I think my big guy can get me right, can keep me upright.
Yeah, smart man. See, mitigating risk.
That's a very good political answer, Malik. Very good. Hey, Coach was also talking about your basketball ability. So your basketball career is over.
Yeah, Coach. Coach a little upset. Is Coach a little upset about you missing this season?
Nah, because they actually have a really good team, a really young team, and he knew beforehand that I was going to stop eventually. So we kind of had that conversation last year as that year started, like, this is going to be my last year playing. And he understood. Well,
listen, we appreciate you coming on with us, man. We can't wait to see you start practice and get going here at Maryland and get in the football field at CQ Stadium and have all the fans come out and watch you play. And you've done remarkable things thus far, but boy, the best is yet to come. I guarantee you. And Malik, you're going to love it here at the University of Washington.
Yes. Oh.
I just changed it from Maryland to Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, tell Coach Schmidt I said hello.
Gotcha. Sounds good.
Have fun at the dance recital, Malik. We'll see you this weekend. All right.
One of the top recruits in the nation, and Maryland's got him, Malik Washington, the quarterback from Archbishop Spalding. What a nice young man, Coach.
Yeah, unbelievable person. And again, I've gotten to spend a lot of time with this kid over the years, and I can tell you, as good a person as he is, going to be a quarterback for us.
We'll take a break. We'll come back with more in just a minute on the Maryland Sports Radio Network.
A legacy is earned with generations of proven reliability, standing tall through the test of time, leading, innovating to build the best vehicles with the best value. Because the greatest memories begin with the journey.
This is my legacy.
Toyota, let's go places.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in the clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app online or in club and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
The Morgans won big today with Window Nation. Let's check in and hear what they have to say.
How do you feel now that you've finally replaced your old drafty windows with these beautiful custom fit windows?
We're loving the look of our new windows.
We paid way less than we thought we would.
And no more cold winter drafts or crazy summer AC bills.
Sounds like a win to me.
That wraps it up for the Morgans. Next up, your family. Hey, Washington, D.C., get your free estimate today. Plus, buy 2 windows and get 2 free. Visit Get.
Sunday.
Just got a statement, babe.
Time to suit up.
Like half zipped, kind of quarter zip guy.
Sacrifice your lung and your skin's ability to breathe.
Does that look cheater looking? No, it's full jag.
Easy, Chief. Let your razzle-dazzle on the field, the barn, or your best friend's nuptials.
So the Buffalo Bills, guys.
No matter how hard you football,
Stuck zipper here.
it's easy to Sunday.
As muscles tense and hearts pound, as bodies are pushed to the extreme, there's a health system here to help everyone stay in the game. University of Maryland Medical System, for pro athletes and devoted amateurs, for those on the sidelines and those making a comeback. We have more experts and more innovation so you can experience every moment. That's a better state of care. University of Maryland Medical System.
Window Nation is on the Morgans' home turf to huddle up about replacing their drafty old windows.
This free estimate is showing how easy it is to tackle the problem.
We can get any of these windows custom made.
Yes, you can get the quality and style you really want.
And at a more affordable price than they ever imagined.
Now that they've sealed the deal, they'll be saving money year-round.
We're really confident with Window Nation.
Hey, Washington, D.C., get your free estimate today. Plus, buy 2 windows and get 2 free. Visit GetWindowNation.com.
Places. You're listening to Maryland Sports on the Maryland Sports Radio Network.
You're listening to Talkin Terps.
Going for the touchdown in the end zone, and it's picked off. Intercepted by Husky in the end zone for Maryland.
Now back to Johnny Holiday and Coach Mike Loxley.
SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace for the Maryland Terrapins. Whether you're buying or selling football tickets, SeatGeek is the place to do it. You also know the University of Maryland Medical System is the official medical team of the Terrapins. You and your family can expect the same level of exceptional care the athletes receive. Learn more at umms.org/better. University of Maryland Medical System, Maryland's healthcare champion. The Terps have signed 9 guys from defense, 5 defensive linemen, 2 linebackers, 2 defensive backs. One of those defensive backs, also a Spalding guy, as was Malik Washington. On the telephone now with us, Jaden Ships. Jaden, welcome to our show.
Pleasure, man. Thank you for having me.
Jaden, what's going on, man? Coach Locks here. Now, Malik was at his sister's dance recital. Where are you? where are you right now?
Nah, trust me, man. I don't got no feeling like that. I'm in the bed just chilling, man.
You're in the bed chilling, huh? Nice cold day down there.
Yeah, I just came from the gym. Yeah, I just had a good little leg day, so now I'm just home chilling, recovering.
Love it, man. So again, when you come from a place like Spalding, everybody here in Terpsville are a huge fan of Spalding because, one, your head coach, a former Terp, Kyle Schmidt. Talk a little bit about playing for Coach Schmidt and the impact he's had in your life.
See, Coach Schmidt recruited me since when I was in 7th grade. So he got me kind of early. It was right before COVID. So he got me pretty early. And it was just life-changing. I've been to a couple of high schools, but it was nothing like Sparta. It gave me the same feeling like Maryland gave me, honestly. So when Coach Schmidt talked to me, it was like a family. Like he brought me into a family. And he didn't just groom me as a football player. He groomed me as a whole man. Same as Coach Ford. They both groomed me as a grown man. It grew me as a man. And it was life-changing. It was a great decision I made. And that's how Coach Schmidt really impacted my life. It was something I couldn't get taught nobody else.
You guys had a great defense this year. You allowed only 1 touchdown in conference play all throughout the season?
Yeah, man. It was crazy. It was this year was wild, man. Like there's some stuff like you got to tell your grandkids about. Like this is crazy.
Well, we need to add to that storybook to the grandkids, because we need you guys to bring that same, winning 3 straight consecutive MIAA titles, and you're talking about a league that has Gilman and McDonough and Loyola and St. Joe's, really tough league up there in the MIAA. And seeing what you guys have done over the last 3 years, what do you attribute it most to?
I'm sorry. Say it one more time. I'm sorry.
What do you attribute you guys being able to win 3 consecutive championships to? How were you able to get it done? Because that's a tough thing to do, to repeat, let alone three-peat.
Yeah, it was just a mentality. It taught us to be patient, and not everything's gonna be given to us. Coach Smith and Coach Forby, they both really let it known that it wasn't gonna be easy. Everybody thought it was just like we was coming in just because we was the 3-peat guys. We took every game as like it was our hardest game. One thing Coach Forby taught me, he was like, everybody kept telling me we had a big game against the Master this year, but he was like, why? Because it's the next game. So it just changed my whole perspective on that whole entire game, because everybody kept telling me how big this game is for Spalding, this such. But when Coach Forby talked to me, he was like, this is just the next game. Mm-hmm. And that's how we got carried the whole season. So we all took that upon our mentality, and that's how we just played as a team and just repeated our way all the way through, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy being recruited too, right? The process you went through, Jaden, from all these schools hitting on you, like South Carolina and Indiana and Virginia Tech and Michigan State. They've all got the sales package going for you, but there's something different about what Coach Loxley has here at the University of Maryland that you bought into, and you really believed in what coming to Maryland was the best thing for you.
Yes, sir. Yeah, like I said, it gave me a similar feeling to where before I got where I was in middle school and Coach Smith brought me in. Like, it gave me a similar feeling. So when I got that feeling, I was like, yeah, this is the place. I believe in what Coach Loxley is teaching us. He was telling me the same thing since 9th grade. So he had to change a bit. And you don't get that a lot of head coaches nowadays. Like, he's a very genuine guy, and I respect that so much through Coach Loxley.
What do you have to improve upon, Jaden? As you have graduated, you'll graduate from Spalding and come to Maryland. What do you have to work on to take yourself to the next level?
Me personally, I've been working on just trying to detect schemes faster. Just I'm going to a high level of football, so I've been trying to work on my IQ, trying to figure out like some routes that would give us before, alignments before. So that's little things I've been trying to work on like that, just make my game a little bit more faster. So that's been something I've really tried to pick up on, and it's been so helpful so far. Like, I've been watching a lot of football to figure things out like that, just trying to figure out little things to give me a little edge, if that makes sense.
Student of the game, man. That is great to hear that you already understand, and it's very similar. And I talked about this earlier on the show, how Malik and I would watch his game and the quarterback stuff, and then we watch our game every Sunday to kind of teach and start that process, because the game at this level, as you know now, is much more mental than it's ever been, and it's about recognizing things on the front end, formations, splits, all those things. And, where did this come from? Because I know Coach Forby, who you referenced quite a bit, has played a key role in that part of your game.
Yeah, Coach Forby really changed my life, man. It was he took me in, he made me a DB, and it was just nobody like Coach Forby, man. He trained me very hard. He didn't look at me as a high prospect recruit. He looked at me as a regular guy, and it helped out so much because I'm getting yelled at for little things, and it got to a point he yelled at me so much that I thought he didn't like me, but he was just he seen I had a lot of potential. Yeah, he seen I had a lot of potential my sophomore year. So he was just critiquing every little thing I'd done, and I couldn't thank him enough for that. Well,
Jaden, thank you, buddy, for your time tonight. We look forward to meeting you. Look forward to having you part of our Maryland football family. All the best, and appreciate you coming on with Coach and I tonight. We'll look forward to seeing you soon.
Anytime. Appreciate y'all.
Okay, Jaden Ships, defensive back from Archbishop Spalding, grew up in Severn, Maryland. We got more from Coach Loxley coming up in a couple of minutes on the Maryland Sports Radio Network.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app online or in club and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Window Nation is on the Morgan's home turf to huddle up about replacing their drafty old windows.
This free estimate is showing how easy it is to tackle the problem.
We can get any of these windows custom made.
Yes, you can get the quality and style you really want.
And at a more affordable price than they ever imagined.
Now that they've sealed the deal, they'll be saving money year-round.
We're really confident with Window Nation.
Hey, Washington, D.C., get your free estimate today. Plus, buy 2 windows and get 2 free. Visit getwindownation.com.
Ah, Sunday.
Just gotta steam it, babe.
Time to suit up.
Seem like half zip, kind of quarter zip guy.
Sacrifice your lawn and your skin's ability to breathe.
Does that look cheater looking? No, it's full jag.
Easy, Chief. Let your razzle-dazzle on the field, the barn, or your best friend's nuptials.
So the Buffalo Bills, guys.
No matter how hard you football, it's easy to Sunday.
As muscles tense and hearts pound, as bodies are pushed to the extreme, there's a health system here to help everyone stay in the game. University of Maryland Medical System, for pro athletes and devoted amateurs, for those on the sidelines and those making a comeback. We have more experts and more innovation so you can experience every moment. That's a better state of care. University of Maryland Medical System.
A legacy is earned with generations of proven reliability, standing tall through the test of time, leading, innovating to build the best vehicles with the best value. Because the greatest memories begin with the journey.
This is my legacy.
Toyota, let's go places.
You're listening to the Maryland Sports Radio Network.
This is Talkin Terps with Coach Locks.
The shotgun gets the snap. Sets up the throw across the middle. Incomplete. And the Terrapins are going to win the game.
Now back to Johnny Holiday and Coach Locksley.
Time to go Toyota. Legendary safety and reliability. Toyota, let's go places. If you're ready, it's showtime, Coach. Grab some Testudo Premium Lager.
Premium.
That's the official craft beer of the Maryland Terrapins by Union Craft Brewing Company. We got Jackson JT Taggart on the phone now. Went to Calvert Hall, played for Coach Josh Ward up there. Hometown, Bowling Green, Kentucky, and a familiar name. Taggart family, legendary football family.
Yeah, big-time football family. We talked about the relationship, and as you'll see, this football thing is built all on relationships, and Willie and I, our relationship goes back really, really far to the days of me recruiting that Tampa area where he was an option quarterback and played for the great Coach Harbaugh down at Western Kentucky, and was a big-time quarterback there. I think he even won a 1AA or went to a 1AA national championship, and really was one of the few guys that he kind of, I remember he created his own offensive system, the Gulf Coast system, which was a mixture of the West Coast system. And, you know, as a guy like JT, who has grown up on the football field, he grew up in locker rooms. He grew up around a dad that had an offensive mindset.
Brother played too, right?
The whole family. His brother was a quarterback. So I really like recruiting coaches' kids because they understand the importance of doing the things the right way. And JT was a big-time player up at Calvert Hall for Coach Ward, was a multi-sport athlete. Again, you look at his home address, he's moved around quite a bit as a coach's kid, so he adapts very quickly. But I can tell you his frame as a 6'5", 6'6", 220-pound guy that has the ability to create separation because of his length is what really made him a valuable piece of the puzzle for us.
So, JT, welcome to the Maryland football family.
How's it going?
Great to have you with us tonight. How you doing?
Doing well. How are you?
Doing good. How's your dad doing?
Yeah, my dad's doing great. You know, it's a bye week. He's getting a rest, hanging time more with family, finding out what to do other than football.
So, JT, you made it up for the basketball game where you guys did. I thought you guys came up and freed some grandmas yesterday, right? Talk a little bit about what the atmosphere was like at the Xfinity Center and having a chance to be welcomed as one of the newest members of the Terps. How was that? Because I know you were there with Malik and Jaden and a bunch of those other guys. What did that feel like for you, the first welcome?
It was really amazing. I did not expect it at all. I originally thought it was just going to be a chill game, just hanging with the signees, but to see all the students and fans standing up, giving us an ovation, it was just amazing to see and very welcoming.
JT, have you always, in the back of your mind, said that Maryland is the place for me? That's where I want to go when you were a young kid?
Honestly, no. I had no thought about Maryland.
Because you've been so many other places, right?
Yes, sir. You know, I've been all around the country with my father. I never really had a favorite college football team. It was just wherever he was coaching.
Well, what made Coach Loxley convince you and the other guys that were recruiting you that College Park is the place for you?
It's that being on the official visit with my family, I was talking to my mom, and every day, every night, I talked to God, asked for help, asked for the decision to be the right. And when I went on that visit, it just felt right. It just felt like home. There's no other place I'd rather be. Right after I went there, I had to shut down the recruitment.
So as a guy that played multiple sports, and when did you decide, because I know basketball was always huge for you as I remember you growing up, when did you decide that, you know what, this football thing is probably where I'm gonna put my time into?
Well, like you said earlier, Coach, my whole family played football. Football's in the blood. So it's just second nature to me. It wasn't really a hard decision. I was really doing basketball to stay in shape, just another way to compete and show off my athleticism. But football was always there for me.
And playing tight end, I mean, you got to block as a tight end. You got to catch the ball across the middle as a tight end. A lot of things tight ends have to do. Have you always been in that position, JT?
No, sir. Starting up my whole life, I've been a quarterback until 8th grade. And then at American Heritage, they switched me to tight end, start catching the ball. That felt like second nature. I always had that ability to be able to do that. And then just carried on with that. Every now and then I'll have trick play since I still have that little quarterback in me.
Okay. I hear a little lobbying going on, a little reverse pass to the tight end. I hear you loud and clear, JT. See, coach's kid. He already got a play.
I know. Well, JT, thank you for being with Coach and I. All the best, buddy. Great to have you as part of the Maryland football family. Look forward to meeting you, and can't wait to see you in College Park.
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay, thank you, JT Taggart, tight end from Calvert Hall, part of the recruiting class. We'll have some final words from Coach Loxley when we come back in a minute on the Maryland Sports Radio Network.
Hey, I'm Mighty Meals. I'm healthy, convenient, and won't break the bank. But my best quality is I'm delicious. And unlike those other meal prep services, I'm made with locally sourced ingredients and prepared by real chefs. How else do you think I'm able to look this good? Just visit my website. I've got over 100 delicious options to choose from. Select your favorites and I get made just for you. Then my driver picks me up and brings me right to your door. But don't get me wrong, I'm not high maintenance. Just throw me in the microwave for 2 minutes and voila, I'm ready to be enjoyed. If you're looking for a fresh and delicious start, I'm your match.
A legacy is earned with generations of proven reliability, standing tall through the test of time, leading, innovating to build the best vehicles with the best value. Because the greatest memories begin with the journey.
This is my legacy.
Toyota, let's go places.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in the clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app online or in club and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
As muscles tense and hearts pound, as bodies are pushed to the extreme, there's a health system here to help everyone stay in the game. University of Maryland Medical System, for pro athletes and devoted amateurs, for those on the sidelines and those making a comeback. We have more experts and more innovation so you can experience every moment. That's a better state of care. University of Maryland Medical System.
Hey, I'm Mighty Meals. I'm healthy, convenient, and won't break the bank. But my best quality is, I'm delicious. And unlike those other meal prep services, I'm made with locally sourced ingredients and prepared by real chefs. How else do you think I'm able to look this good? Just visit my website. I've got over 100 delicious options to choose from. Select your favorites and I get made just for you. Then my driver picks me up and brings me right to your door. But don't get me wrong, I'm not high maintenance. Just throw me in the microwave for 2 minutes and voila, I'm ready to be enjoyed. If you're looking for a fresh and delicious start, I'm your match.
You're listening to Maryland Sports on the Maryland Sports Radio Network.
Intercepted. Down the sidelines goes. Levine strikes to the 40 and the 35 of the 30. On his feet, still down inside the 20-yard line. And finally dragged out of bounds at the 18.
Now back to Talkin Terps with Johnny Holiday and Coach Mike Loxley.
And Coach, I know that you can't wait to get all these young guys in, all the recruits, 20 of them coming to Maryland. A lot of guys from different states, positions that you need to have strength in for next year. And can't wait to get going again.
Yeah, really excited. You know, with this, we got the high school class for the most part in the books. Monday, the church doors open up with the transfer portal going live, and I'm looking forward to being active to try to be very intentional in how we fill the rest of this roster out.
And, Coach, we got to thank the people here at Grill Marks. It's been an absolutely terrific time. Second year we've been here. Look forward to next year. The food is great. The staff is great. A great place to do a radio show from.
Unbelievable place. Jackie, Doug, Joey, the crew, Victoria, all those people who really helped make this thing a special show for us here.
If I don't see you, Merry Christmas and happy birthday as well.
Oh,
yeah, I got you down
Double
there.
nickels.
Hey,
Double
here you go.
nickels.
Alex Camponi's been up in Baltimore. Tom Marquito's been alongside. For Coach Michael Loxley, I'm Johnny Holiday, and good night, everybody, from Grill Marks in College Park.